Okay. Okay. We're going to work with Helen a little bit, and somebody's going to bleed. That's how it always happens. Now, what we're going to look at is we're going to look at rape, the dynamics of rape. In the shredder package and the manual, I state that if every woman on earth knew how to shred, rape wouldn't exist. I'll explain to you why, and why do I firmly believe in that and stand by that. First of all, rape is a very close order affair. Unless the guy's got a 17-inch... Anyway, it's got to be done here, okay? So let's say if she's... It's probably going to happen on the ground also. Now, this is where the shredder comes in. Now, if I'm going to rape her, now I could be mounted on her to control her and to mouth off and to tell her to be, to shut her face and not to fucking move her, I'll kill her and the rest of the stuff. Again, I'm not going to get into the psychodynamics of rape. This could be found in a rape prevention package. I don't like to rehash my materials. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take it from the shredder perspective right off the bat. From here, I'm going to be doing, your attacker's going to be doing a couple of things. He might have your arms pinned. He might be mouthing off. He might have you by the throat. He might have cracked you a couple of times, so on and so forth. In order to actually rape you, he needs to insert his penis into your vagina. Okay? So basically, he's got to get here, one way or another. It could also be done from behind, where he's got her by the hair or pinned against the wall, etc. Now, grappling has a role in this. Absolutely. Aspects of it, some tools of grappling become important. The guard is a good tool to use in rape. But you don't want to transition from a guard to an armbar in a rape. It's just not going to happen. It's not. The psychodynamics of being raped is probably bar none one of the worst things a woman could ever experience or go through in her life. The amount of fear, trauma, and psychological mayhem that she's going to be going through is not going to permit her to push away, get the arm, so on and so forth. Pure gross motor. That's all you're left with. All you want to do is you want to attack. You want to attack eyes, throat, ear, face, so on and so forth. You gotta get out. So if I'm going to be raping her here, I need to get inside of her. Okay? So I've got to pin her down, hold her by her throat, fucking talk to her, blah, blah, blah. She can try to armbar me. Maybe, maybe not. I don't know, but it's not something I would highly recommend. Okay? Now, it's an extreme close quarter affair. I might be grabbing her by her hair. She might have already gone passive, borderline submissive, because, hell, there's a stranger or somebody who she thought she could trust on top of her, violating her. And so if I'm over here, she's just got to find, again, target acquisition. So it doesn't matter where I'm at, she'll be able to reach my face, and she'll be able to reach my eyes, my throat, so on and so forth. Now, one thing you want to do right away is get the guard. Lock your legs behind. Boom. Do this. Why? You've got control to a certain degree. You can pull a guy out, you can pull him back in, and you can fuck with the balance a lot. Okay? Now, what we were doing standing up a minute ago is basically going through reflexive response training. Now, she can do the same thing over here. Here's a drill that can also be done off the guard if you want, or just off this position. Now, if I'm over here, she gets her hands passive stance formation, like so. Okay? Now, if I'm trying to strike her, she's going to acquire my face and throat. So I'm going to turn around like so you can see what's going on. So if I'm going for her now, she's doing this, I'm going to attack you, you just acquire my face and throat. So if I'm going to fucking nail her here, she's going right away from my eyes and throat. If I'm going to try to fucking throw her here, what's she doing? Look at the use of the legs across my rib cage. She's got her shin. She attacks my face and throat right away. Now, this isn't thought process. She's not thinking, correct me if I'm wrong, you're not thinking place leg across ribs. You're doing. You're not thinking, you're doing. You're doing because this is what your body is doing instinctively and naturally to protect itself, to stop this force from coming in. So what happens is the instinct covers and kicks in, and she reacts. What we do, we bind the combative strategy to that instinct, the attack. Now, if I'm going to be going inside of her and I'm fucking grabbing her here, and she grabs on, if I'm trying to rape her and going, listen, you fucking horrible, look at the stuff, look what's happening here. Now, she's going for my eyes. Now, even if I'm going, fuck you, and I'm doing this thing, look at the control she has. Again, instinct. What is are you cognitively processing, get him out of the way, or are you just saying, get him the fuck out of the way? Get him the fuck out of the way. Excellent. So now look at the position I end up in. It doesn't matter what happens. Even if I'm pinning her arm here she's got, oh, okay, that hurts. She's got a nice chunk of meat here. It's going to get me to flinch. It's not going to kill me. It's not going to hurt me. It's not going to stop me, but it will get me to do this. Now, all she's looking for is to get that other hand right into my face. How's she going to do that? Just sneak across here. Look at the position we're in here. Okay? She's got her hands right in my eyes and face. It doesn't matter what I'm doing here or how I'm going to move. Oh, God, I'm going to get stuck. As you can see, I'm getting mauled. So it doesn't matter how we end up off the ground. Stand up a second. Now, if, let's say, I'm going to grab her by the hair, and I want to force her down to her knees, right? I'm going, on your knees, you fucking cunt. Okay. On your fucking knees. Now, bitch, get the fuck down or I'll fucking kill you. Suck my dick. Okay? Now look at that. Preemptive strike, never even saw it coming. Okay? So she nailed me really hard, which is good, and her fingers came right into my eyes. Now, if I'm doing this, and she's going down, what she's doing is she's being, to a degree, strategically compliant. Okay? Strategic compliance. She's doing it to get me to believe that I've got her under control. She's playing with my ego. So I'm doing this, she goes on her knees, I'm talking to her and I'm mouthing off and saying, suck my fuck. So I might be unzipping, or I might say, unzip my zipper or whatever. I said, don't fucking move or I'll kill you. Now, this hand will fire. I'll never see that coming. Ever. If she nails me underneath my line of, my field of vision, eyes or throat, I'm going to flinch, I'm going to react. What does she do? She anchors and she's tearing away. Now, I'll tell you, just her grabbing me right now hurts. It is relatively 10 times worse to be shredded by a woman than it is by a man because of the nails. It's just absolutely brutal. It kills. Now, let's look at this, how this works full out. Lee, put on a helmet. Now, we're going to put on a helmet, and Helen's going to go fucking apeshit on him. And he's like, fucking, honestly speaking, seriously, rape her. That's your goal. Seriously, take her fucking pants off. Dude, I'm not shitting. Yeah. Take her pants off and fucking shake your... Hey, Rick, if it works, we're selling porn today, okay? I don't... Just do it. Do it. All right. Forget what she's...
Off the ground?
Yeah, off the... Yeah. Fuck it, standing up. If you want, let's take it standing up, then we'll take it off the ground, and we'll take it from many different positions. Keep going. Let's go.
Sorry, what name?
The yellow.
Oh,
yeah, it's fine. Just it'll run out. It's fine. Keep it on.
Okay. So just like that?
Just fucking rape her. Take her down, rape her. Good job. Excellent.
I could have gotten away a while ago, but I was having fun.
It is safer to ask her out on a date. Okay. Now we're going to take it from the ground. Any way you want. Put yourself in the most positive position you feel, or powerful position you feel you could be in. I want you, Lee, take her fucking pants off, penetrate her, fucking rape her. Alright? Go, whatever you want. Alright?
Yeah.
You okay? How you doing, Lee? This is why he's my stunt double. Next time we'll dress you like
That's
this.
just what I'm feeling too, because I mean, I know you're not biting for real.
Yeah.
But all the growling, imagine if I was biting as well. So.
Yeah.
Growling is an integral part to shredding because it's psychologically disheartening. It really, really sends a very strong message. You growl like a fucking animal like that, you will get the person to freak out. It's like they're going to think they're dealing with a Tasmanian devil. It's like, it's really weird. I mean, watching it on tape is very, very different than having somebody really this close to your ear biting you and going, and growling as they're doing it. It really sends a very, very strong message. You want to talk about predator-prey switch? There you go. Let's try another one. Grab her by the hair, take her down to the ground, rape her.
I tried that in the first one.
Oh, well, go start from your knees then.
Okay.
Grab her hair. No, you stand up. Yeah. Grab her hair. Grab her hair. Get her to... Good?
Yeah.
Excellent. Is there anything you can do?
I'm trying.
Seriously. Honestly.
Yeah,
You're giving it your all. It's critical to give it your all. Give it everything you've got. And then you'll understand if something works or not. Now, again, all she's doing is adopting all the drills we've covered so far in this tape, all of the shredder principles and concepts, and putting it together in this overall situation. Hands are magnetically going towards the face. Now imagine that wasn't there. And can I see your ribs for a second? Because I'm sure she dug in there, right?
One side.
I don't know if you can you zoom into this?
Yep.
I'm getting better though.
Can you see this, Nick?
Yeah.
I mean, this is just his ribs, right? I mean, let me see your other side. Yeah, same thing, right all across his back. Imagine that in the face. Imagine that in your eyes. Imagine that ripping your ear off. It really feels like a sunburn times 150. It's like it's disgusting. And literally speaking, there's nothing the person will be able to do. Again, applying the shredder in these situations, it's probably bar none so far as we've seen, one of the best things you can do. Extreme close quarters, shred. There's no two ways about it. Adopt it as much as you can. But understand that it cannot be used without other elements. It is not just this stuff here. It's a lot more than that. Working it against the ground is another thing. You can, thank you, Helen, you can take over.